So now let me tell you about a real life case of a patient that I assessed. This was a criminal court case a couple of years ago, and there was a young lady called Miss C. She had a diagnosis of schizophrenia and she was on trial facing grievous bodily harm. What she did is she went into a flat full of drug dealers where she used to live with a boyfriend until a few weeks earlier, went up to one of them and slashed him across the chest with a machete. Quite a nasty injury. According to Miss C, just about a week before she moved out, this man, the victim, was really threatening towards her because he was worried that she would blab to the police about all the drug dealing that was going on in this flat. So he took her into a room, showed her his gun and said basically, if you snitch to the police, then this gun is for you and your family. When I assessed Miss C, she told me that basically the flat was full of drug dealers. She moved in with a boyfriend who used to be a drug user, though over time because of the company he kept, he kind of turned into a dealer and worked for these other men. And basically they wanted her out of the house because they didn't particularly like her and because they didn't want her to know about the activities. So they started gaslighting her. They would have long, convoluted conversations with her about her boyfriend cheating on her, and they would show her evidence such as texts that they'd got from him on their phone and photos of him with other women on their phone. And then later on in the day, they would completely deny these conversations. They would delete these messages and delete these photos from their phones. So they knew that she had issues with mental illness and that at times she'd gone in and out of psychosis, she had heard voices, so they were kind of using that to their advantage to disorientate her, confuse her, and just let her doubt what was actually reality. And they would also give her drugs for free and then later on charge her for them and deny conversations where they said they'd give her drugs for free. So this was a diagnostically very messy, sticky, complicated case because there was also the symptoms of mental illness plus drug use. But by the time I assessed her, she was clean and her mental health was much better. So the advice I gave to the court was that she didn't need transfer to a psychiatric unit. However, I explained the context of what had happened, and the judge, I think, gave her a more lenient sentence than she would have otherwise done. Hello, cruel world. What you just saw there was a tiny little tantalising taste, kind of nutty, of a much longer episode. You should go check it out if you're interested. The link will be in the description below. If you're a fan of either true crime or mental illness, or the crossover between the two, then you've got to go and check out my main YouTube channel, A Psych for Sore Minds. My name is Dr. Sohom. I'm a consultant forensic psychiatrist. I assess mentally disordered offenders for a living so that you don't have to. My channel covers a whole range, a smorgasbord of topics related to true crime and mental illness. For example, high profile true crime cases with my own kind of personal psychoanalysis of individuals. I discuss issues related to criminality, I discuss individual diagnoses, I give advice about psychiatric problems, I interview ex-patients. I do a lot. There is something for everybody on my channel and I implore you to go and check it out. You can even steal some of my ideas, palm them off as your own to impress your friends and impress people at dinner parties. It's all good. I've got your back. Until next time, stay euthymic, check out my channel, and please do not forget, I love you.